in the Edmonton area. Joe and I happen to be broadcasting up there as part of the TV crew is sent home.
Yeah, safety and protocol reasons. That's why our friends, our Canadian friends, are not doing the game tonight. So we'll do the best we can. How about
Absolutely. And back in goal for the Rangers. First game since December 17th is Alexander Georgiev. He comes off the COVID protocol list. 5-3-2 on the season. Mikko Koskinen is in goal for the Edmonton Oilers. 12 wins on the season.
And he's their only option. Mike Smith is not available to play. And they've got a youngster who's never played before. And right off the bat, top centers on both teams. Mika Zibanejad against Connor McDavid. That's the way this will start. Connor McDavid did not skate this morning. I don't think he needs to skate. He just needs to rest, right? He gets an awful lot of attention.
3 games in 4 days for the Edmonton Oilers. They lost overtime games. That puck went around the
That's a penalty.
And it did not hit the glass. It went into the crowd as Koskinen put it over the glass into the crowd. Delay of game penalty on the Oilers at the 15-second mark.
Delay of game on number 19.
Right off the faceoff, Connor McDavid broke his stick. And he had to go to the bench to get another stick. So Koskinen tries to make a play. You see him bend down and try and get it high on the glass so that the Rangers couldn't knock it down, and instead goes over the glass. Early power play for the Rangers.
And this Rangers power play brought to you by your Tri-State Volkswagen dealers. Rangers power play 7th in the NHL. Was 2 for 3 yesterday against the Tampa Bay Lightning, 5 for 14 over the last 5 games. The Oilers' penalty killing has dropped to number 14 in the NHL. And over the last 10 games, they've given up 10 power play goals. Oilers able to clear all the way down. Rangers power play with Adam Fox, Ryan Strome, Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Capo Caco. Fox almost lost it to Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman on with Devin Shore. Here's Kreider moving in. A save by Koskinen. Kreider leads the team with 11 power play goals. Second in the league to Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl. Strome. Well, the back pass to Zibanejad. Here's Fox looking toward the net. Feed to Strome. Back to Fox. Now Zibanejad trying to get it to Kreider. Back to Zibanejad. Fox steps up and shoots. A deflection, a save, and a rebound save by Koskinen.
Now those are 2 good saves by Koskinen. Fox just trying to get it to the front of the net. We know second in the league in power play goals is Chris Kreider. And we know how dangerous he is around the front of the net. So Fox looks one way, then just takes the wrist shot through. Koskinen stopped that one and was able to get the rebound on Kreider as well. Koskinen's a big goaltender, so he was able to see over Kreider and able to stop that initial shot from Fox.
Face-off win. Oilers able to clear all the way down. Rangers' second power play unit on. Jacob Trouba under pressure. Put it toward the goaltender, and it's taken back by Derek Ryan and cleared by Darnell Nurse all the way down.
You get 2 aggressive forecheckers like that, and you got to make a good first pass. If you make the good first pass, you catch both of them.
The rookie Zach Jones getting power play time. He's got the puck now. Coming across the line, Lafreniere is on. Hegel on as well. Trouba at one point. And Jones at the other. Barclay Goodrow set up in front. It's cleared by Colton Sevior. Final seconds of the Rangers power play. And the teams are back at full strength right now. Jesse Puljujarvi had served the penalty.
That's good penalty killing by the Oilers.
Greg McKegg, number 14 there for the Rangers. Kevin Rooney back on. He missed 3 games on COVID protocol. Tyler Yamamoto, number 56, moves in. And Ryan Lindgren on. Back in the lineup after missing 3 games as well. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Put in front. Fogle sending it through. Here's Draisaitl's shot blocked by Fox. Draisaitl has it back. Check there, poked away by McKay. And the Rangers able to clear it out of the zone. Duncan Keith back for it. The Oilers are 0-1-2 on this road trip, which started in St. Louis and then moved on to New Jersey and Long Island.
Well, Sam, they got a couple of points of these last two games. They lost in overtime. They had 5 players come off of the COVID list prior to the New Jersey game, and then they played back-to-back, so a pretty good second point as well.
Philip Hedl for the Rangers. Checked there by McLeod. Ryan McLeod, number 71. Brother of the Devils, Michael McLeod. They played opposite one another the other night. Rangers take it back. Sharp angle shot hits the side of the net. Julien Gauthier with a puck. Winds it deep. And Slater Cuckoo firing it up the boards was blocked by Hedl. Rangers able to keep in. Dryden Hunt. That was deflected up in the air. Gauthier able to play it. Cuckoo on him. McLeod is there for Edmonton. And it's cleared out by Tyler Benson. A little over 4 minutes gone by. Right back in. Kreider shoots, save. And the rebound carried wide. Good shot by Chris Kreider.
Yeah, that rebound hit the Oilers defenseman and nearly deflected into the net.
Oilers on the move. Connor McDavid picks up speed. The setup and the shot saved by Georgiev on the shot by Puljujarvi. McDavid on with Puljujarvi and Zach Hyman. Puljujarvi checked by Zibanejad. McDavid behind the net. One pass was blocked. Rangers have Zach Jones on. Libor Hayek.
How about that for a challenge?
Oh boy, is that ever.
Jones and Hayek against McDavid and his line mates.
Kako was able to get it back out of the zone. Here's Hyman with a shot blocked by Zibanejad. Hyman sends it around the boards. McDavid's shot goes wide.
Zibanejad without a stick.
Puljujarvi there to play. Long shot deflects back into the corner. Puljujarvi after it. Kako moving it. Rangers take over. Lindgren skates it clear. Plays it down the boards. Koskinen goes out to play it. Taken away by Strome. They score! Alexei Lafreniere off a great setup by Ryan Strome gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead.
Well, the last 2 goals that Lafreniere has scored has been because a goaltender has made a miscue. Here's a save first down in the other end. Shaft of the stick by Georgiev on Puljujarvi. And then the Rangers go down the other end. Out of the net comes the goaltender. He misplays it. And Lafreniere's there after Strome makes the play. Been a tough start for the goaltender for Edmonton. And Lafreniere takes advantage, as does Strome, that make it 1-0.
Lafreniere's 8th goal of the season, is second in the last 3 games, third in the last 9. And the Rangers with a quick start. You mentioned that on the pregame show, Joe. They had a good start yesterday with 3 goals in the first period, and here they get off to an early lead on the Oilers. Derek Ryan, number 10, winds it deep. Colton Sevior trying to play it in front of his block. Devin Shore is on as well for Edmonton.
Now, Sam, you're having trouble winning games, and you're having trouble keeping the puck out of your net, and you're not outscoring the opposition like you were earlier in the season, you can't make those kinds of mistakes. I mean, that's just, now that's 2 early mistakes by Koskinen. They got past the first one because it led to a power play, and they did a good job on the penalty kill, but this last one, it's a bad start.
And for the Rangers, Alexei Lafreniere stepping up, moved up on the line along with Strome, and it's worked out very well over the last couple of games. Reeves with a hit, fans like that. Fogle with a shot that went wide. Yamamoto along the boards, works it ahead for Draisaitl, went by him. Trouba able to play it up for Reeves. Reeves clears the zone. Hedl gets to it. Hedl skating well with good speed. Puck around the boards was intercepted by Tyson Barrie. And chipped out of the zone by Yamamoto. Trouba takes over. Lafreniere from Strome and Lindgren at 5:25, giving the Rangers a 1-0 lead. Dryden Hunt carrying in, checked by Darnell Nurse. Hedl with a backhander that's stopped by Koskinen. Nurse skates it up the boards and then able to clear it out. The crowd left it. That shot deflected. Kyle Turris taking the shot. The puck deflects out of play. 7:37 gone by. First period. Rangers out to a fast start. Only 2 Rangers to record 50-plus power play points in a season. Tweet your answer to #Cadillac Trivia.
Well, it's been somewhat physical. How about that hit? Ryan Reeves on Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl's a big guy, though, and strong, and he comes right back and says, just wanted to return the favor.
That's right. I'm not backing up. McDavid out. Zach Hyman in against Zibanejad on the face-off. Rangers 6 shots on goal. Oilers 1. Darnell Nurse winds it around the boards. Hyman behind the net. Now McDavid. Nurse with a shot. Goes wide. Zach Hyman puts it in front. Comes all the way through. Darnell Nurse. That's blocked by Capo Kakko. Rangers have Zibanejad, Kreider, and Kakko on. Opposite McDavid, Hyman, and Puljujarvi. Hyman. Good man-on-man coverage. First Fox picked up Hyman and then came around the other side and it was Lindgren. That's gloved by Georgiev and he holds it. 8:20 gone by here in the first period. The head coach, boy, he's had to make some last-minute changes and shuffling around with lineups, trying to figure out who's in and who's out.
Well, tonight was another game like last night where he couldn't tell us 2 hours before the game exactly what his lineup was going to be, which he normally does. He had to wait for more testing, more results to see who could come back and play. As you mentioned, Sam Rooney back in the lineup along with Ryan Lindgren. And so then he had to make some decisions on defense. He liked what Zach Jones did last night, so Zach Jones right back in there.
Stays in the lineup. Deals Lundqvist a healthy scratch. That played off the board will be an icing on the Rangers. Rangers take a look at Dave Tippett. There's some talk, Joe. You know, there's people concerned about the Edmonton Oilers on a drop right now. Only 2 wins in their last 11.
Well, there's a lot of people that had, especially with their start, had them, getting into the playoffs, maybe even winning their division. But no coach in the league can stop the puck, for sure. And you better get that first. I don't care who you are. I mean, the goaltending hasn't been good enough for this team. Maybe even have the record they're having. And they outscored teams by an awful lot early in the season. So the goaltending hasn't been really strong all season. But the offense has been there. But now that Draisaitl and McDavid are only going at about a point per game, it's making it more difficult to win. And guess what? Teams are trying to stay on the penalty box against them.
That's right.
So there's a myriad of reasons of why they've lost lately.
They've only had 2 power plays in the last 3 games.
Right, and they didn't have one against the Islanders the last game. And, Sam, when I was looking at their lineup today, you look at their 3rd and 4th line centers. 3rd and 4th line centers. You know how many assists they have total?
No.
2.
That's
2.
Not good numbers.
And there you just kind of see what they're doing.
That's what we've been talking about.
The goals per game has dropped, and the goals against has actually gone up. I mean, you give up 3 goals a game, you're still not going to win that many games. But they were outscoring everybody early on. They've already used 12 defensemen in the lineup, and that wasn't necessarily their strong point anyway. And they're not getting much from their bottom 6, so there's more than one issue.
Lindgren, that's Hayek playing it off the boards to Zach Jones. The puck brought up by Filipino. He was stopped at the line. Good play by Devin Shore. Breaking in. Sevior to the net. Hits the outside of the net.
Yeah, that's a mistake right there. You have to get the puck in deep.
One shot by Duncan Keith, deflected in the corner. Played by Dryden Hunt.
And the Rangers have been much better in that area. When the play's not there, get it in. Don't turn it over in a poor area, which they did there. It led to the chance by Sevier.
Sevier moves in with a shot save. Georgiev. Tough shot by Colton Sevier. Devin Shore took a hit from Ryan Reeves. Reeves leads the Rangers and is one of the league leaders in hits. Getting to the puck, Kevin Rooney. Duncan Keith poked it away. Greg McKegg has it back for the Rangers. Lindgren on the boards for Rooney. Picked up there by Cody Ceci. There's Reeves. Now McKegg. Lindgren across to Fox. Pair back together again. Lindgren toward the net and missed as McKegg was knocked into the net. And the puck was cleared out. And then McKegg getting up.
He got
took
knocked
down the goaltender.
He got knocked in by Duncan Keith. And then the goaltender, Koskinen, wouldn't let him out. So McKegg gave him a little shot. And Koskinen, who's 6'6", took a dive like he was at it's the Summer Olympics. Not the winter. You can't do that at the Winter Olympics.
Around the boards, DeAndre Miller winds it to Zibanejad. That was poked away by McLeod. Kreider moves it across. Trouba looking for Miller. McLeod able to get it to Bouchard. Taken away by Kreider. Here's Zibanejad for Kreider. Just missed. And a big hit as Tyler Benson got knocked down. Bouchard moves in with room. He shoots it. Deflected wide. And Trouba able to move it out. 8:20 to go, first period. Rangers a 1-0 lead. And they haven't had a shot on goal the last few minutes. Tyson Barrie moves it around to Slater Cuckoo. Hyman is hit along the boards by Barclay Goodrow. Zach Hyman, former Toronto Maple Leaf. He's a big man brought in. Play whistle down for an offside. Just under 8 minutes to go. First period. Greg McKegg stuck in the Edmonton net. Says, excuse me, could you get out of the way? Bench is presented by Spectrum Mobile. Unlimited for only $29.99. Switch and save up to 60%. Visit SpectrumMobile.com. We visit with John Giannone.
Yes, Sam, we saw a real good example again of the way Gerard Gallant coaches this team while the game is going on. Joe had mentioned how the puck didn't get deep when Filipino had the puck on his stick in the neutral zone. Immediately after that happened, Gallant went over to one of his assistants, Jim Midgley, whispered something to him. The second Hedl got to the bench, Midgley went over to Hedl, tapped him on the back, just kind of a reminder, puck's deep there. Very understated, but certainly gets the message across.
Thanks, John. We'll be checking in with John throughout the game.
They have a real soft way with these young players at the right times. And when they need to be a little firmer, they do that. And when they need to be even firmer, they don't play. So they've got a way about them, this coaching staff, and it's led by Gerard, of dealing with these young kids. And as he said before the game, you got to keep playing them so they get better. And that's what we've seen this season. There's a lot of young ones on this team.
Lindgren. They brought Hayek just off the bench. That's tipped out of the zone by Lafreniere. 7 minutes to go here in the first. Zibanejad hustling after the puck. Bouchard got there to get it to Darnell Nurse. Nurse carries in. All the way around the boards. Yamamoto. That shot deflected way up into the netting. It goes and play stops.
Did you know you could bet on who will win each period on FanDuel Sportsbook? Make every moment more and get in on the action now with FanDuel.
Neither team has had a shot in the last few minutes here. Rangers still at 6, and the Oilers with only 3 here in the first period. Leon Draisaitl and Mika Zibanejad for the face-off.
We saw some early matchups. Zibanejad against McDavid, but Gerard Gallant, he doesn't like to have hard matchups for the most part. tells all his players, just go out and play. We expect all 4 lines to play against their best players. And so there's a responsibility amongst all the forwards to play against the top players.
Yamamoto was checked by Trouba. Puck around the boards and out of the zone. Cody Ceci across to Duncan Keith. Tyler Yamamoto taken away by Zibanejad. Then he lost control. Has it back. Winds it around to Kreider. Chris Kreider maintains possession. Gauthier shoots wide just off the bench with Julien Gauthier. Trouba putting it in the corner. Gauthier with a hit on Duncan Keith. There's Trouba. Duncan Keith there to play it. Takes another hit from Kreider. Fogel had it knocked away by Philip Hedl. Rangers take possession. Jones for Keandre Miller. Zach Jones was put on the taxi squad and elevated to the active roster and playing in his second consecutive game.
Well, and the other thing about Zach Jones is that he can play both the left and the right side. A lot of defensemen can't do it, especially if you're a young player in the league. I mean, he played 10 games last season after coming out of college, and now this is his second game for the Rangers this season after had played last night. Last night, he played on the left side. Tonight, he's playing on the right side. So when you have that kind of versatility and then you play well enough, you've got a much better chance of staying in the lineup. Excellent skater, played on the national championship team. UMass Amherst last season. He just has offensive, offensive knowledge, and you can just see him how he thinks the game. Very gifted player. 5:25 to go in the first. 1-0 Rangers leading. Lexus, the official luxury vehicle of the New York Rangers. Damn, Friday night, New Year's Eve. That's Brian Elliott behind the net in Tampa. Puts it right on the stick of Lafreniere, put in the empty net. Here's tonight, Mikko Koskinen mishandles the puck, goes to Strome, who then finds Lafreniere, who has another empty net. It's a good way to score, right? Yeah. You don't even have to pick a corner. Just make sure you hit the 6x4. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and it's noticeable. Yeah, he's had trouble playing on the top 6 early in his career. Again, he's only 20 years old. This is his second season. So he found more of a comfort level in the third line, but they need him now because Panarin's out, COVID protocol, so he got moved up. Really played well last night. Hayek was forced back by Colton Sevior. Puck around the boards, picked up by Greg McKegg. Rangers a 1-0 lead on that goal by Alexis Lafreniere. Reeves in the corner. Kevin Rooney. Libor Hayek with it. Now they play catch. There's Zach Jones with the shot save made by Koskinen. I think Ryan Reeves gets his first goal tonight. Yeah? I think so. All right. He has not had a goal yet as a New York Ranger. First shot on goal for the Rangers in, I would say, 7 or 8 minutes. That shot by Jones getting through. Lafreniere getting it to Jones, and a nice lead pass to Ryan Strome. Lafreniere's pass off the skate. Comes out to Ryan Lindgren. Strome lets it go through to Lafreniere. Barclay Goodrow set up in front. Fox winds it to Strome. Goodrow sending it around the boards. Darnell Nurse with the hit that took down Ryan Strome. Strome, the former Edmonton Oiler, putting one on goal. Rangers acquired him in a trade with the Oilers. It really was a great trade for the Rangers. Ryan Spooner went the other way. Saved by Georgiev on the shot by Darnell Nurse. Connor McDavid was not a happy person when that happened. They were very, very close. And at the time, Ryan Strome wasn't getting a lot of minutes, mostly fourth line. But as we know about his personality, and he's one of those teammates in the locker room that is one of those glue-type personalities. Oh, he'll walk up and down the aisle and talk to the other players and young players. Around the boards for Trouba.
Duncan Keith winds up with a shot. Save Georgiev.
It looked like Matt might have got deflected on the way in. Good save.
Good start to the game for Alexander Georgiev. He had a 3-game winning streak where he gave up only 5 goals in 2 wins over Chicago and 1 over Buffalo. His last game was a shootout loss to the Vegas Golden Knights. A 3-2 loss. Knights scoring late to tie it and won it in the shootout. Hit by Trouba on Tyler Benson. McLeod with a back pass to Keith. Oilers keeping the puck in the Ranger zone here for some good time. Kyle Turris. Keith with a shot high. Big rebound. And alert play by Zibanejad.
A lot of traffic in front of Georgiev, and he didn't see that shot by Duncan Keith. He heard it hit the glass and then reacted after that to get back on that right post.
Keith drops it off, goes for a change. Leon Draisaitl carrying. Just under 2 minutes to go, first period. Rangers break up the rush. Yamamoto plays it ahead. He's checked by Adam Fox. Warren Foegele winds it around the boards. Now Draisaitl. Yamamoto intercepted by Fox. Slater Cuckoo getting it to Yamamoto and around to Draisaitl. Long shot save. Good shot by Tyson Barrie, who throughout his career has scored well against the Rangers. Averaged basically a point a game. Foegele with a shot blocked by Fox. Center to Draisaitl. Outside Tyson Barrie. Barrie centers. It's deflected wide. And it's lifted out of the zone.
Matt Kreider gets off the ice. He was out there for 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Good hit by Lindgren on Slater Cuckoo. Gets a big roar from the crowd. Puck carried by Gauthier. Brought in with a shot. Save made by Koskinen. He's got the rebound. Dryden Hunt taking the shot.
Now Ryan Lindgren, we talked about him at the start. Back in the lineup. He plays with a lot of heart. And you start coming the other way, you have your head down, which Cuckoo did. That's just a good, solid body check by Ryan Lindgren. Arms down, stick down, just shoulder to shoulder. Whew. Welcome back.
That'll get everything going in your body. Man, that was a big collision.
You know, he hits that way on the left side, and then you've got over on the other side, Trouba on the right side does the same thing.
Trouba's pass was blocked by Nurse. DeAndre Miller looking for a lane just wide with the shot. Strome's got the rebound. Missed by Lafreniere on the setup try. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. Miller with a nice move. Rangers able to come out of the zone. Lafreniere lifts it toward the net. Nurse gave it away. Set up for Lafreniere, was poked away. Good play by Zach Hyman.
Yeah, he just hesitated too long.
Fox works it ahead.
He had a good chance to just release it right away and just took an extra second and allowed the Edmonton player to get back and make the play.
Fox in deep with a shot stopped by Koskinen. Final seconds of the first period. Cheers starting to build from the crowd here at Madison Square Garden. Rangers get 11 shots on goal. One of them goes in. That was by Alexis Lafreniere, and the Rangers have a 1-0 lead end of the first.
Well, it was a good first period by the Rangers. Koskinen made a couple of early mistakes, one that led to a goal. Georgiev on the other end made the 6 saves, but even more importantly, the Rangers were able to stay close to McDavid and Draisaitl and keep them off the scoreboard.
Here's a weird stat. Edmonton has not won a game this season when trailing after the first period. Rangers have a 1-0 lead. Look, with this Kia Conference standings where the Rangers are, playoff-wise, 46 points in 33 games. 1 point behind the Carolina Hurricanes, who have 2 games in hand, but a game in hand on Washington. And the Caps have 48 points. Rangers in good position right now. You see the teams in the wild card race. Pittsburgh has won 8 in a row, Joe. Wow, they are going strong.
They got on a roll, and contributions. Evan Rodriguez, we talked about, he gets a hat trick the other night. He's got 13 goals on the season, 26 points, I believe.
As we take a deeper look with this stat line brought to you by Infosys, that's the numbers we were talking about, Joe. 0-11-2 when trailing into the first period.
Hard to believe, but again, it's been a team that wins when they outscore people. How about this for faceoffs in the first period? The Oilers were 10-4 on faceoffs, so they dominated. They had 7 players take faceoffs. 6 of them were perfect. The other one was McDavid. He was 0-4. Lost all 4 that they lost. I don't know. I guess it's maybe one of those years. Crazy numbers.
McDavid's pass went off the stick of Puljujärvi. Zibanejad Kreider gets through to the net, and Koskinen covers up. Mike Smith is out with an injury as he injured his had an upper body injury in the overtime in the game against the Devils.
After missing 2 months with what some people say was an ankle injury, lower body injury, so he missed about 2 months of play.
The backup is Ilya Konovalov,
who's never played.
That's right. Face-off win, and I neglected to mention they're without one of their top players. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins went back home to Edmonton.
All right, so you lose him. A team you don't have a lot of depth down on your 3rd and 4th lines. And Zach Kassian is going to meet the team in Toronto, so he'll probably be back in the lineup for their next game.
McDavid shot knocked away with a blocker by Georgiev. Georgiev has had a good return to the lineup.
Even while he was on COVID protocol, he was skating and he was taking shots. So he doesn't come into this game, being totally cold. So he had that stretch, Sam, when Shesterkin was hurt, where he played lights out. He was that good, found his game after struggling the early part.
That shot toward the net
got deflected
and hit Lindgren.
Got deflected and right up into the face of Lindgren.
Shaken up and heads for the bench.
Boy, that had a funny sound to it. Jim Ramsey, their great trainers out there right away. This got deflected right here, and then there's Lindgren, who had no chance to get out of the way. I mean, caught him right, and it looked like right in the right side of the face.
Being checked out by medical trainer Jim Ramsey. Rangers come out with it. Lafreniere's pass broken up. Adam Fox plays it across. Libor Hayek taking Lindgren's spot. That pass went off the stick of Strome and out of play. Early second period, Rangers with a 1-0 lead. Lindgren staying on the bench.
Good.
Looks clear-eyed.
Maybe he got it on the shoulder pad or the side. Maybe it didn't hit him clean, and he's smiling now a little bit. Let's go down to John, who's between the benches.
Yeah,
and Fox is
there's
laughing.
Definitely a mark starting to develop on the right side of Ryan Lindgren's face, right about where his bushy beard might have protected him a little bit better about 3 weeks ago. But he's going to stay on the bench. He and Fox are having a little chuckle about it as we speak.
Of course, they are roommates. Lived together in New York.
Lindgren was checking his teeth with his tongue to make sure they were all in place. And Fox is sitting there laughing.
Right. That's what good roommates do, Sam.
That's right. That shot stopped by Koskinen. Filipino with a back pass. On shot by Hayek, and the save made by Koskinen, and he holds it. Minute 49 gone by here in the second period. Come hear Henrik Lundqvist speak live at an exclusive pregame event before the Rangers take on the Toronto Maple Leafs Wednesday, January 19th. Purchase tickets at NewYorkrangers.com/ticket offers or scan the QR code. Ryan Lindgren looks ready to go. Trouba and Miller on the ice on defense for the Rangers. Duncan Keith leads Devon Shore. CBR after it, winds it around to Derek Ryan. Ryan reverses, intercepted by Miller. Ryan Reeves plays it back. Trouba to Reeves. Reeves able to clear the zone. Oilers take it back. And Reeves broke it up. Reeves with a hit on Derek Ryan as they battled for the puck. And the Rangers take possession. That's a swing and a miss by Trouba. Backing up on the one-timer. Fox just off the bench. Got it to Trouba. Fox has it. Adam Fox, who leads all NHL defensemen in assists with 28, and his second. Here's McDavid moving in with a shot saved. Georgiev centered in front. Hyman was checked, and the puck still loose to scramble on, and the Rangers have it. Georgiev has the puck.
Well, McDavid found some room. Sam, I think Adam Fox got a piece of the McDavid shot. He got a little bit of room, and boy, oh boy, here he comes. Let's see if Fox just gets a piece of it. He does. That helped out the cause for sure. But then McDavid threw that pass right to the front of the net. And Georgiev had to make another big save. Here's the pass. And just missed by maybe from behind. Lift of the stick prevented the shot.
That shot by Darnell Nurse deflected out of play by Capo Caco.
Well, Zach Hyman, that's his spot right around the front of the net. And that's where he gets a lot of where he does a lot of damage. And that guy does damage all over the place.
Connor McDavid scored points in the first 17 games of the season. Caco with a shot. Save. Koskinen, no rebound.
Now, after the early mistakes, Koskinen has been solid. Made a couple of solid saves here in the second period. But Sam, you talk about McDavid and Draisaitl. The pace that they were going at, and that young man right there is hoping he just sits there. I think the rest of the game.
Ilya Konovalov.
Yeah. Going to come into the game, Madison Square Garden, for your first taste of NHL hockey. I don't know.
Wonder if he knows either Shesterkin or Georgiev. Lindgren back on the ice, has the puck, lifts it in.
Now, Sam,
flex off the glass and out of play.
McDavid and Draisaitl, that pace that they started the season with, you just, again, they're outscoring teams to win games. It's just unsustainable. And now, teams come into these games now against Edmonton. They go, okay, let's stay out of the penalty box, which the Rangers have done thus far. Don't put them on the power play. Try to stay as close as you can to Draisaitl and McDavid. And with the save percentages of their goaltenders, try and get as many shots as you can. And then you got a pretty good chance of winning.
Puck around the boards, deflected into the middle, and here's Lafreniere with the puck. Cody Ceci is back. Pass in the middle. Score! Barclay Goodrow off a great setup by Alexis Lafreniere. Rangers lead 2-0. Lafreniere having himself a night.
And the Rangers explode out of their own zone. Make one pass, and then here they come up the ice. And now Lafreniere's got some time. He's on his offside. He's got a couple of different options, towards the net or to the slot. He goes to the slot where Barclay Goodrow is there. And Barclay Goodrow has been hot lately as well. Let it go. Koskinen back in his net a little bit, and Goodrow just inside the post to make it 2-0.
Barclay Goodrow had the 2-goal game in Tampa. The night he got his Stanley Cup ring, his second Stanley Cup ring from the Lightning. Long shot by Cody Ceci, deflects wide. And he continues his outstanding play. He was moved up to the line with Strome and Panarin. Panarin out with COVID protocol, and Lafreniere moved up to the line to join Strome and Goodrow.
Well, Lafreniere's been good the last few games.
Yes, he has.
Really good. He has that look to him like he belongs.
There's a chance for Lafreniere in front. Try to pass it to Reeves.
Yeah, he had trouble handling it the first time, but he's got it again.
Lafreniere looks very confident out there. Miller put it in front, was intercepted by Draisaitl. Kyler Yamamoto moves around Lafreniere, tried to center, it was blocked. Good defensive play by Keandre Miller. That shot went wide by Tyler Benson. Benson in the corner, checked by Miller. The referee got caught with Benson's stick, accidentally clipped him. That's centered in front. The shot by McLeod was blocked, and the rebound went wide. That's an icing on the Rangers. Couple of chances for the Oilers. Rangers reacted well.
The Oilers could use some production from their bottom lines, and that shot got blocked. Meanwhile, here's what you're talking about, Sam. There's the high stick, right to the chops. Ooh. And he's went over to the bench to get that looked at. He's all ready to go.
That's Peter McDougall. And he's hanging in there. Good toughness shown by Peter McDougall. Slater Cuckoo's shot gets through, and a save made by Georgiev, and he holds it. 5:22 gone by here in this second period. Goodrow gets his 7th of the season from Lafreniere at 3:49. 4th career 2-point game for Alexis Lafreniere. McLeod and Zibanejad on the face-off. McLeod won it. Cuckoo moves it ahead. Turris' shot was blocked by Zach Jones. Battle along the boards. Benson sends it around the boards to Tyson Barrie. Back the other way. Down comes Slater Cuckoo. Benson checked by Libor Hayek. Turris with a back pass to Barrie. Barrie's shot saved by Georgiev. Tough shot. Lost control of the puck. Turnaround shot, save it. It slid along the goal line and went wide. Kyle Turris with a chance on the rebound.
He's had a couple of chances.
Kreider, good speed to get to the puck. Kreider has it. Libor Hayek. Down the boards, blocked by Cuckoo. Kreider to Zibanejad. Bouncing puck. Cuckoo lost his stick. Kept alive by Zibanejad. Cuckoo has his stick back. Delayed penalty upcoming on the Oilers. Zibanejad circling. It's swept away by Turris, and the Rangers will get about a power play chance. A holding call on the Oilers. 6:26 gone by in the second period. Oilers coming close, but that just missed.
Goal of the game for the Rangers. Now the puck is over here. This is Warren Foegele, and back here is Duncan Keith. He's going to try and pinch. But what happens is when the Rangers just clear the puck around the boards, Foegele gets over it, but it hits his stick and goes to the middle. So now Duncan Keith gets caught. So does Foegele. 4-on-2 the other way for the Rangers, and now they've got some open ice. Beautiful pass. Duncan Keith tried to get back, but couldn't as Goodrow finish. And meanwhile, this is what puts the Rangers on the power play as Cuckoo goes off for holding.
6:26, the time of the penalty. Rangers' second power play of the game, 0 for 1 with 3 shots on goal on the first power play. This Rangers power play brought to you by your Tri-State Volkswagen dealers. Strome, Kakko, Kreider, Fox, and Zibanejad for the power play. Fox pass through. Zibanejad gets there. Nurse and Bouchard, Shore, and Hyman for the Oilers. This is Darnell Nurse, the defenseman, leading the rush shorthanded. Going deep and around the net. The wraparound stopped by Georgiev. Great rush and great speed by Darnell Nurse. Strome with a back pass. Zibanejad with the touch pass across, broken up by Devin Shore. Stopped by Fox. Whistle down. Penalty call on the Rangers. A hooking call. And that ends the Rangers power play. Kaapo Kakko goes off.
Yeah, Kaapo Kakko and Chris Kreider, I think just before Edmonton could clear the puck on the boards, put some pressure on, and Kakko Let's see, here's the attempted clear, and then there you see the stick. Not much, but enough. Referee out in the neutral zone, all the way down the far end. You just got to tap the glove, and that's all it takes. And so Kakko goes off. We'll play 4-on-4, and this is where Edmonton can really be dangerous.
4-on-4 for minute 29, provided there are no other penalties, and then the Oilers will get a 31-second power play advantage.
So Barclay Goodrow, outstanding defensive player, out on the ice against McDavid on this 4-on-4.
Goodrow won the face-off. Jan.03 Miller with Jacob Trouba, Barclay Goodrow, and Kevin Rooney.
Kevin Rooney, another real good defensive player. So you know what the Rangers are thinking here on this 4-on-4.
Goodrow carrying. Finds the open man. It's Miller. Save. Rebound off the post. Oh, good play down the ice. Now the other way. Tyson Barrie's pass chipped away by Jan.03 Miller and played back by Goodrow to Trouba. Puljujarvi on the forecheck. Puljujarvi and McDavid were on. They go off. Leon Draisaitl comes on. Long pass ahead. Zibanejad to the net. And he hit the post. Oh, man. Couple of close calls. First Miller and then Zibanejad. Draisaitl puts it to open ice, and it's picked up by Zibanejad.
It's a beautiful pass from Trouba to Zibanejad.
Fox pass across. Oilers will get the man advantage. Puck given away to Draisaitl. He moves in against Lindgren, who stopped him. Fox heads the other way. Oilers get the man advantage in 10 seconds. Lindgren with a shot. Save. Koskinen covers the rebound and drops it off to Bouchard. Power play for the Oilers. Only their third in the last 4 games, including this one. And this is a shorty. McDavid. All the way across. Draisaitl. Back the other way. Hyman. He was checked by Strome. And the puck taken away. Strome with McKegg. McKegg was offside. And it's whistled down. 7 seconds to go on the Oilers power play.
Now Mika Zibanejad, the hottest of all the Rangers, nearly made this a 3-0 game. Beautiful pass. Jacob Trouba. And there's the quick release over the glove just off the post. Or the crossbar. And then meanwhile, Draisaitl trying to find some room. And there's Ryan Lindgren playing him well.
Oilers have the #1 power play in the league, but this, as I mentioned, a very short power play. Final seconds, Draisaitl with the puck. Got it to McDavid. Now Darnell Nurse. Pass all the way through for Draisaitl. Power play is over. Kakko moving in with Dryden Hunt and Filipino. And a lot of passing, but no shot.
Overpassing.
Yamamoto. Rangers at 2-0 lead. 10:40 to go. Shot by McDavid was stopped by Georgiev. Georgiev has been solid in this game. Dryden Hunt sends it in.
But you got to pull the trigger. You get a 3-on-1. You have to get a shot on goal, especially against this Edmonton team that they can break it open if you get a little loose.
Yamamoto. Gauthier got a piece of Yamamoto after he released the puck on the pass. And a steal by Gauthier. Drives to the net. One-handed shot. Stop. Rebound. Save by Koskinen. As he got Kreider on the rebound shot. Back the other way, McLeod. McLeod with a shot goes right through the crease. Kyle Turris is there. Taken away by Libor Hajek. Up the boards to Zibanejad. He was stopped by Cody Ceci. Ceci works his way down the boards. Turris is there. Now Ceci, the defenseman, in deep. Checked by Zach Jones. Puck out for Duncan Keith, cleared out by Chris Kreider. They've added an assist on the Goodrow goal to Ryan Strome. Gives him 2 assists in the game, and he has points in 6 of his last 7 games with 7 points in that stretch.
having another good season. He had that streak where he missed 4 games with COVID. Once he got back, it took him a little time to get back up to full speed, but another excellent year.
Oilers maintain possession. McDavid gave it to Slater Cuckoo. That shot stopped by Georgiev. Lifted out of the zone. And Strome making the play. Strome also understands so very well, nice takeaway by Strome, that he needs to step up when Panarin's out of the lineup. Shot by Cuckoo was blocked by, or rather it was the block by Cuckoo. The shot was by Kevin Rooney.
Well, if you think he's getting his points because he plays on the line with Panarin, that's only part of the story. The other part is he plays very well when Panarin's not in there also.
Lifted way up in the air, bounces down in center. Reeves knocked it down. McKegg tried to play it. McDavid ahead for Warren Foegele. Foegele avoids the hit attempt of Trouba. Smart move. Foegele for Yamamoto. He's checked by Trouba. Draisaitl sending it around for Bouchard. It's off his stick and all the way back. Just under 8 minutes to go. Second period. Rangers a 2-0 lead. Reed with a pass. That shot went off the left pad of Koskinen. McKegg getting the shot. Bouchard for Foegele. His pass broken up by McKegg. Played back. Long shot by Nurse went wide. Bangs off the glass. Knocked down by Sevior. Trouba. Quick look around. Sends it around the boards for Capo Caco. Taken back by Sevior, then intercepted by Miller. Andre Miller gains control. Trouba clears the zone. No stoppages the last couple of minutes. Darnell Nurse. Tyson Barrie long pass out. Rangers take over. Zibanejad back to Zach Jones. Paco to Kreider. Hard around the boards. Libor Hayek in after it. Paco swings it around the boards. Zach Jones is there. Kreider keeps it moving to Kako. Kako looking. Finds Jones. Outside. Hayek shot save made by Koskinen. Good puck movement by the Rangers in the offensive zone.
Now, Derek Ryan, number 10, does a nice job also on the rebound as he was able to get a stick defensively.
Good forecheck pressure by Gauthier. All the way back. Georgiev settles it for Libor Hayek. Long outlet pass and in by Gauthier. Koskinen leaves it for Duncan Keith. A Let's Go Rangers chant up from the crowd here at Madison Square Garden. Rangers a 2-0 lead. Just over 6 minutes to go. Second period. Kyle Turris. Benson, a deflection score! Ryan McLeod scores the goal to put Edmonton on the board and cut the Rangers' lead to 2-1.
Now Edmonton's had some pressure from their bottom 2 lines in this game. We saw Turris get a couple of chances a little bit earlier, and now this tap in by McLeod just going hard to the net. So Edmonton does a nice job coming up the ice. They get the blue line, and then Ryan with that backhand pass. That's a beautiful pass. Or pardon me, Benson with the backhand pass up over his stick. And McLeod going hard to the net. Not much of a chance for Georgiev, and that's what this Edmonton team can do.
First goal in the last 12 games for Ryan McLeod, but a big goal for the Oilers. The Rangers seem to have total control of the game. The Oilers find a way to break through. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. The puck deflects out of play into the Rangers bench. 5:38 to go. Ryan McLeod from Tyler Benson at 14 minutes, and it's a 2-1 game. Time for the FanDuel Sportsbook Live Odds Update.
There's some right things here, which is great.
Let's check out our Infosys stat line. Take a look at the Rangers penalty kill, which is 5th in the National Hockey League. And only a short penalty kill with the Oilers' 31-second power play. But the Rangers 42 for their last 45 on the penalty kill.
Number 21 right in front of you has a lot to do with that.
Barclay Goodrow's
goaltending hasn't been bad either.
Goodrow's been an outstanding addition for the Rangers this year. Miller was able to move it to Lafreniere. He's pressured there by Bouchard. Oilers able to keep it in. Puljujarvi got it to McDavid. McDavid checked by Keandre Miller. Back outside Bouchard, a quick shot went wide. Goodrow moves it ahead, but is kept in by Puljujarvi. Here's McDavid, poked away by Miller. Puljujarvi shot stopped side of the net by Georgiev. Hyman tried to get to the front. He was checked by Miller. Miller all over the ice on this shift. Puljujarvi comes around the net. There's Miller. Miller moves it up the boards. Strome gets it out to Lafreniere. Koskinen stops the puck behind the net for Darnell Nurse.
Yeah, it's pretty good offensive zone shift by the Oilers, but defensively the Rangers kept everything to the outside. Not much at the net.
Draisaitl with speed. Yamamoto winds up, missed his shot. Yamamoto in the corner, checked by Zibanejad. Draisaitl is there. Yamamoto had it knocked away by Hayek. Hayek and Jones, the defensive pair for the Rangers. Fogel around to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl checked by Libor Hayek. Pass blocked by Hayek. Battle in the corner. Fogel moves it to Yamamoto. Yamamoto. Draisaitl trying to get it back to him. Zibanejad on Draisaitl. Hayek battling Yamamoto. Draisaitl's back pass went all the way back into the Oilers zone.
Well, those are two real good one-on-one battles.
Touch pass almost connected with Tyler Benson. That was Draisaitl on the pass.
And at the end of his shift,
Draisaitl still on. That's off the skate and out of the zone. Back comes Benson. Benson's pass deflected by Libor Hayek. Reeves tried to clear it, blocked by McLeod. Reeves gets it out. Oilers with the edge in play the last couple of minutes. Here's Benson, saved Georgiev. Rebound cleared aside by Fox. Rooney moves it to McKegg. McKegg sends it in. 3 minutes to go, second period. Rangers leading 2-1. Duncan Keith hits Ryan McLeod. Turris fires high and wide around the boards and out of the zone. Picked up by Kakko. Kakko moves in. Off the skate of Kreider. Kreider in the corner against Bouchard. Zibanejad up the boards to Ryan Lindgren. Now Adam Fox. Fox shot blocked by Benson. Fox again. That's blocked. Fox keeps it alive. Checked there by Nurse. And the Oilers able to take it away. Benson gives it up to Zibanejad. That's intercepted by Bouchard with 2:15 to go in the period. Benson across. Pass tipped. Gets through to Puljujarvi. Around to McDavid. Connor McDavid checked by Fox. Backhand pass tipped into the corner. Zach Hyman checked by Lindgren. Double team by Fox, who poked it loose. And Adam Fox takes over. Fires it off the glass. Down the ice, it'll be an icing on the Rangers with 1:47 to go.
High-performance hockey deserves cold brew to match. Where there's hockey, there's Duncan.
Now Fox has had to ice it. I mean, he's just wiped out. He's been out there for 1 minute and 56 seconds.
Yeah.
Remember, part of that was in the offensive zone when he was trying to get something going.
Draisaitl on with McDavid.
Yeah, advantage Edmonton here. So Draisaitl and McDavid on the ice, I think, for the first time together in this game.
Out of the zone, picked up by Barclay Goodrow. Fox going down the middle. Here he is. He fakes. He tried to tuck it underneath Koskinen, who blocked it. Great save by Koskinen. Oh, real good move by Fox at the end of the shift. Koskinen able to come up with a save. presented by Spectrum Mobile. Here's Sean.
Yeah, Sam, I have an update for y'all on my report earlier about the indirect messaging of the head coach of the Rangers. Nothing indirect about what's happened in the last couple of minutes. Gerard Gallant has been barking at his team ever since Edmonton cut this deficit to 2-1, particularly focusing on the forwards, on to his left on that part of the bench during the second period, to the amount of time spent in the defensive zone.
Thanks, John. Strome wins the faceoff. Trouba works it around the boards. Minute 20 to go in the second period. Lafreniere with a goal and an assist in the game. Strome with 2 assists. Checked by Duncan Keith. Cody Ceci takes over. Nice move by Ceci to get some room. His pass tipped by McDavid. Trouba looks around, it's whistled down. Icing on the Edmonton Oilers. Montefiore is doing more in state-of-the-art healthcare. Follow MSG Networks on Twitter to vote on the Rangers doing more player.
It's another shift for Edmonton, where McDavid and Draisaitl are on the same line, and now because of the icing, they stay out there, and the Rangers get a fresh line on the ice.
Zibanejad, Kreider, and Kakko on for the Rangers. Standoff in the circle. Kreider tried to play it. He was checked by Yamamoto. Under a minute to go here in the second. Open man was Draisaitl. His pass broken up by Keandre Miller. Oilers, if they touch it, will be offside. They touch up, they're onside now. Trouba with a pass ahead. It was tipped by Kakko. Duncan Keith finds Connor McDavid. McDavid with Yamamoto on goal. Stop. Big rebound. Overskated by McDavid. He was skating so fast he went right by the rebound. Nurse to McDavid. Moves in. Zibanejad. Nice poke check. McDavid gets it back. His pass blocked by Kaapo Kakko. Here's Yamamoto. And a swing and a miss by Draisaitl. That shot by Barrie. A save made by Georgiev. Pressure from the Oilers. Shot wide by Darnell Nurse. Final seconds of the period. Nurse with room. Pass tipped away, and that's it for the second period. And after the horn, Yamamoto and Trouba going at it.
Now, Trouba, I think, knocked down McDavid, and Yamamoto didn't like that. Yamamoto's not a big player by any means, but he came over and saw McDavid down on the ice, and so he gave Trouba a little bit of a shot. Of course, Trouba responded, and then the officials got in and kept everybody cool. And there it comes again. There's McDavid and Trouba. And Trouba knocks McDavid down, and Yamamoto says, wait a second, you can't do that to my guy. And they get everybody separated. But Edmonton had a good finish to this period.
Yeah.
After they scored the goal, they had numerous shifts where they kept the pressure on in the Rangers zone. The Rangers had some good chances. They had a couple of 3-on-1s where they didn't score, and that's what's kept this game at 2-1.
Rangers head off with a 2-1 lead. Goodrow scored for the Rangers in the second. McLeod for the Oilers. Coming up, Michelle Gingras rejoins us, and Alexis Lafreniere will be her special interview guest. Bill Pino, my apologies. He's in the house, and he'll have the Audi MSG. They lead 2-1 heading for the start of the third period. New York Rangers hockey on MSG Networks is presented by Chase. Right now, let's look at tonight's prospect report presented by Benjamin Moore. Look at Ryder Korzak, 19 years old, third-round draft pick in the 2021 draft. A forward who now leads Moose Jaw in the Western Hockey League with 40 points in 34 games, 14 points in his last 7. No matter what league you're in, Joe, those are good numbers.
You can do 2 points a game, you're doing okay.
This guy puts on lots of points.
He does okay.
Mika Zibanejad, no shots on goal through 2 periods because he's been concentrating defensively and either playing against McDavid or Draisaitl.
Well, he didn't get credit for the post he hit on that breakaway that John and Dave showed in between periods.
Underway third period. Oilers have been a pretty good third period comeback team. They have 3 wins when trailing going into the third period. Want to again say hello to the fans watching in Edmonton. their TV broadcast, unable to get on the air because of the COVID situation, and we're happy to be filling in for them. And we wish everyone in the Edmonton area a happy and healthy new year. Right here, third period, takeaway by Foegele. Draisaitl's got the puck. Foegele shoots, save. Georgiev, good play by the Oilers. Forced a turnover and got a good scoring chance.
Yeah, that was Warren Foegele. Foegele makes the defensive play so the Rangers can't get out, then gets back in position to take the pass from Draisaitl. And Draisaitl seemed like he was shaken up on the play a little bit. Foegele and Strome having a laugh about something. Draisaitl seems okay now.
Oilers control the face-off. They've been good through 2 periods on face-offs. Fox poked it away. Goodrow clears the zone. Cody Ceci sends it in. Georgiev stops it. Georgiev with 20 saves in his return to play. Duncan Keith tied up along the boards. Good play by Lafreniere. Goodrow tried to play it. Draisaitl takes it back for the Oilers. Off the boards all the way down. Race for the puck. It's an icing on the Oilers. 1:21 gone by here in the third. Stream the Rangers games on MSG Go for an enhanced viewing experience, including live stats and trivia where you can win prizes. Watch the Rangers on the go. MSG Go, presented by Lexus, is free to download. Hedl on with Hunt and Gauthier. Gauthier after the puck, used his strength well, but then it's taken away by Draisaitl. Draisaitl against Libor Hajek. Off from Yamamoto, Rangers have it. Dryden Hunt. Fans reacted when Gauthier was taken down in the neutral zone. Hedl for Gauthier, tipped away. Cody Ceci slides it out of the zone. Zach Jones is there to turn it. Hajek bangs it off the glass. Slater Cuckoo pressured by McKegg, who takes it away. Tried to set up Reeves. Benson was able to clear the zone. Draisaitl moves in and shoots. Missed the net. And it goes up in the netting. 2:08 to go.
A long shift by Draisaitl. He had to stay on the ice. And this is what the Rangers have done against Draisaitl and McDavid throughout. They don't have a point yet. In fact, Draisaitl is without a shot on goal to this point. McDavid did have 4 shots in the second period for a total of 5. But this is a game plan. Try and stay as close as you can, and if you can get away with one every now and then, without taking a penalty, that works too.
2:08 gone by here in the third.
But those two are used to that. I mean, that's what teams do now. They just layer after layer of, stay close to them. Stay close. Don't let them get going.
McKegg after the puck. McLeod is there for the Oilers. And a penalty call. Good hustle by Greg McKegg.
And McLeod, really good hustle. McLeod ends up taking down McKegg. After McKegg just reached out, poked it into the corner, and tried to go around him, and McLeod takes a penalty. So good job by the stick. And then there's the trip. And so the Rangers, it's a huge opportunity. And the Rangers are going on the road for 5 games after this. And they'd love nothing more than to finish this one, get a win at home before they start that long road trip.
Rangers' third power play of the game. They're 0 for 2. The second one, they took a penalty 31 seconds into the power play. McLeod for tripping at 2:20. Strome sends it in. Zibanejad, Strome, Kakko, Kreider, and Fox. Fox with the puck. With room, Strome. Fox looks toward the net. Feeds Zibanejad at the side of the net. Zibanejad battling there against Hyman. Fox to Strome. To Fox. To Strome with room. Fox. Zibanejad saved by Koskinen. Zibanejad's first shot on goal in the game. Fox with the puck. Now Strome. Down low. Kreider's redirection is saved by Koskinen. Nice play by the Rangers. Passed it well, and Kreider with a good chance. Fox shoots. Save. No! He scores! It went through Koskinen. It's a power play goal. And the Rangers lead 3-1. It looks like Chris Kreider gets it on the deflection.
That's all Adam Fox was trying to do, is to get it to Chris Kreider. Kreider does a good job finding the puck and then getting it back to Fox, and he goes into his familiar spot right in front. And all Fox was doing is firing it right at Kreider, one of the best deflectors of the puck in the game. Here it comes. Kreider gets a piece of it, just hits the jersey. Koskinen has no idea where it was, and there you see it just trickle in behind him.
Chris Kreider with his 20th goal of the season, his 7th 20-goal season, and 4th consecutive 20-goal season. He is second in the league in power play goals to Leon Draisaitl. That's his 12th power play goal.
Yeah, the difference in that power play is the Rangers were able to get the puck in the offensive zone and get set up. And then there's Kreider again. Kreider does this after every practice. Every practice. And it's amazing to watch him, how soft the hands he has to make those deflections. And he just missed on a deflection just prior to that on the side of the net where Koskinen had to make a good save.
Chris Kreider, unofficially, but by my count, has 7 shots on goal. In the game against Tampa yesterday, he was the setup man for Zibanejad. Tonight he's the shooter and comes through with a huge power play goal. The Rangers regain a 2-goal lead. Trouba to Keandre Miller. Up the boards, all the way down. It's an icing on the Rangers.
Rangers fans, this is my garden. Welcome home.
What a season it's been for Chris Kreider. Look at the numbers. And the 12 power play goals, a career high for him.
And he's this is game number what, Sam? And we got a few games to play yet, right?
Let's see. By my count,
he's never had more than 28.
This is 34, Joe.
Never had more than 28, and he has been consistent right from day one in everything he's done.
And he and Zibanejad have worked so well together. It's been an amazing partnership. And the cheers go up on the announcement of the Kreider goal. Tyson Barrie pressured there by Kevin Rooney. Yamamoto moves it up for Draisaitl. Ryan Lindgren is there. Draisaitl, checked by Rooney, pushes it ahead. Wraparound try by Fogle was deflected away. Here's Barrie looking toward the net. Blocked by Rooney. Goes way up in the air, bounces down. Slater Cuckoo plays it. Draisaitl, pass in front off the skate of Zibanejad.
Good job by Georgiev to use his stick to knock the puck away from the front.
Barrie with a back pass. Cuckoo moves it to Draisaitl. A long shot, deflected wide. Pressure here by the Oilers. Yamamoto tried to move it. It was stopped by Reeves, who lifted it out. Nice little wedge shot by Reeves. No icing on the play as he sent it down the ice. 5:20 gone by, third period. Rangers with a 3-1 lead. Let's go Rangers chant up from the crowd. Libor Hayek. That's chipped out of the zone by Kreider. Bouncing all the way down. It's an icing on the Rangers. 5:38 gone by here in this third period. And you look at power play point leaders in the league. Connor McDavid #1 with 22. Leon Draisaitl 21 and Chris Kreider 17. And there's Adam Fox with 16.
Yeah, in the early part of this season, the first month or so of the season, and they were going at a 50% clip. Edmonton. And the team said, you know what? Maybe we should stop taking penalties.
Bouchard moves it up.
And you mentioned it earlier, Sam. They haven't had many power play chances the last number of games.
Looking at 3 in the last 4 games, and the one tonight was 31 seconds. Sent in by Kreider. Filipino chasing after. Durst moves it around to Bouchard. Puljujarvi. Now Nurse. McDavid to Puljujarvi. Saved by Georgiev. The rebound blocked by Trouba as McDavid tried to get to it. Trouba swinging it around the boards. Duncan Keith stops it, shoots. Blocked in front by Trouba. Rangers come out. Strome. Lafreniere. Save. Koskinen. Good flush down the ice. Nice passing. Strome and Lafreniere. Rangers. 13:27 to go in the third. Lead it 3-1 after the Kreider goal. Hey, let's answer the Cadillac trivia question. Who are the only 2 Rangers to record 50 or more power play points in a season?
I'm going to go with the great one, and then my deferral pick is always Brian Leetch.
Brian Leetch. I'll go Jaromir Jagr with Leetch. Brian Leetch and Jaromir Jagr. Bingo! Tweet your own questions to hashtag Cadillac Trivia.
I was wondering where you went between periods. You took that big media guy and you went out in the hallway.
I called the Czech Republic.
I was wondering where you went. Good job.
I called Jagr. Asked him how many points he got that year. Rangers with a 3-1 lead. McLeod dropped it off. McLeod has the Edmonton goal. Benson ridden into the corner by Philip Hedl. Hedl comes out with the puck. Gauthier with speed races in against Duncan Keith. Played it off the goaltender. Hedl double team. Keith gets it to Kyle Turris. Turris got an assist on the McLeod goal. Tyler Benson also had an assist. He has the puck here, moves in toward the net. Pass broken up. Good play by Barclay Goodrow. Cody Cece's shot goes wide. Draisaitl. Pass off the skate, gets to Tyson Barrie. Draisaitl on the line, stopped by Barclay Goodrow. And Goodrow breaks free. Goodrow to the net. Is checked by Fogle, who caught up. Strong play by Warren Fogle. But Goodrow stays with the puck. Here's Fox. Penalty upcoming on the Oilers. Lindgren with the puck. Rangers forced to play in the offensive zone. Extra skater on. Strome's pass touched. Zibanejad tied up by Yamamoto. And the whistle stops play. And the Rangers, with 11:55 remaining and a 3-1 lead, will get another power play opportunity.
What a game Barclay Goodrow is playing. He has a goal in this game, but the defensive plays he's made throughout. Here's one, makes that, keeps going, doesn't want to be denied, loses it here, control a little bit. Fogle does a good job coming back, but he just stays with it. Goodrow stays with it with his skates, finally gets it back to the other side. That ends up drawing a penalty, and the Rangers will go to the power play for the second time in the period, and a chance to really give themselves a little space as Yamamoto's in the box.
Yamamoto called for slashing. Rangers 1 for 3 on the power play. Zibanejad shoots high off the glass. Fox couldn't keep it in the zone. Able to get it to Capo Caco. Now Strome. Zibanejad to Fox. Adam Fox had an assist on the goal by Chris Kreider. Adam Fox leading all defensemen with 29 assists now, and is tied with Victor Hedman for most points by a defenseman, 34. Fox with the puck. Down low, Kreider. Back to Fox. Hit the side of the net.
I think he did that purposely to get the puck to himself.
There's Fox on the left side here. Now Zibanejad to Fox. Strome. Fox. Zibanejad with some room. Gets it back to Fox. Down to Strome. Pass across. Tipped by Darnell Nurse. Bouncing around. Strome plays it off the board. Stopped by Bouchard. Darnell Nurse able to clear all the way down. 40 seconds to go in the Rangers power play. Second power play unit comes out. Jones and Trouba with Hedl, Lafreniere, and Goodrow. That's cleared by Duncan Keith.
Now penalty
call
against the Rangers.
Trouba
high stick on
is
Trouba.
called. So that ends the Rangers power play.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel, Sam, but you know this is a game you just
New York,
nobody's
8,
comfortable. Even at 3-1, there was a little breathing in the building when the Rangers scored to make it 3-1. But there's the play in the center of the ice. Sevior takes the high stick from Trouba, and then so we'll play 4-on-4 for 22 seconds. Draisaitl, McDavid back on the ice together.
That's
for
the
this
fear.
4-on-4. Well, that and you've got Darnell Nurse on one side on the point.
Tyson Barrie on the other.
Barrie on the other, who's a good offensive defenseman.
McDavid comes away with a face-off. Here's Tyson Barrie. McDavid, team skating foreside. McDavid heads for the net. Save made, and McDavid bumped into the goaltender. Georgiev went into the net. He's okay. Puck carried deep into the Edmonton zone. Oilers on the power play, their second of the game. The first one was 31 seconds. This one now has a minute and a half remaining. Connor McDavid. This is the #1 power play in the league. Yamamoto. McDavid. Zach Hyman is at the top of the crease. Draisaitl with the puck. McDavid circling. Draisaitl sets up Tyson Barrie. Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl loves to shoot from that right side.
Barrie takes the long shot from the blue line. A save by Georgiev, who stops play. If you don't know it by now, there's nothing like a Rangers game at the Garden. Come to the Garden for a game because it's louder when you're here. Get tickets at NewYorkrangers.com/TIX.
Here comes Connor McDavid. Look at the speed and the talent, and McDavid made contact because of the contact by Ryan Lindgren.
1:07 remaining on the power play. Rangers have Rooney and Kreider on with Fox and Lindgren. McDavid and Rooney.
Rooney looks like he's going to try and go forward with it.
Loose puck, and Kreider gets to it, able to clear. It was partially blocked by Draisaitl. Chipped away by Rooney. Draisaitl took him down. Tyson Barrie dropped it back. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. Double teamed. He gets it back to Barrie. Runs it deep. Fox gets a piece of it. It's poked loose. Draisaitl along the boards. Out to Barrie. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Yamamoto. Now McDavid. McDavid looks toward the net. Forced back by Fox. Tyson Barrie. Now McDavid. His pass blocked by Rooney. Comes to Draisaitl. The Barrie shoots high. Got underneath it. Went wide. Fox trying to clear. Stopped by Yamamoto. And Zach Hyman taken away by Draisaitl. Pass to McDavid. Save! Beautiful save by Georgiev. He's got the puck as we stop the second one. And they're on their feet at the Garden for Alexander Georgiev. And that's our Volvo save of the game, Joe.
Why wouldn't it be? Lindgren had no idea that Draisaitl was coming from the other side. He steals it, finds McDavid, and just a brilliant save by Georgiev. Draisaitl and McDavid. You've seen it and heard it not only this season, but in seasons past. And generally that's in the net. Not that time. What a save.
Yesterday the chant was Igor, Igor. Tonight, Georgie, Georgie.
Boy, what a save.
Face-off win for the Oilers. Darnell Nurse moving with it. Shot partially blocked. Played off the boards and out, and that's it. Rangers penalty kill comes through. Rangers penalty killing coming into play tonight, 5th in the league. And a strong penalty kill there. They needed that one. They came through. 8 minutes to go. Third period. Rangers with a 3-1 lead. And a "Let's go Rangers" chant up from the crowd again. Goodrow sending it back to Libor Hajek. DeAndre Miller to Hajek. Miller carrying in deep against Bouchard. It's taken away by McLeod. Ryan McLeod. Darnell Nurse drops it back out of the zone. It goes. Cody Ceci pressured there by Zibanejad. Jack Jones around the boards for Lafreniere. Lifts it out of the zone. Taken back by Tyler Benson. The Edmonton native. Benson moves in. Centering pass comes through to Duncan Keith. Save made off the arm of Georgiev. Hajek was able to move it. Kakko got it to Kreider. And Kreider one-hands it into the Edmonton zone. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. Duncan Keith slowed down by Greg McKegg. McDavid drops it off. Save made by Georgiev on Draisaitl as they're both on together here. Battle in front. Jones and McDavid. How's that for the rookie getting baptized to the NHL? Takeaway by Greg McKegg. Makes his way through the neutral zone. Good effort. Good effort all around. Ryan Reeves in deep. Duncan Keith takes over. Tyson Barrie carries out. Rangers beat him in the neutral zone. Lafreniere. Good forecheck. Oh, they're getting loud at the Garden. They like what they see. Takeaway by Fox, and he led Goodrow. Strome toward the net, a deflection. Ryan Strome gets the goal as it deflected in off the Edmonton Oilers in front, and the Rangers lead 4-1.
Now the Rangers get the job done on the penalty kill, and they go back to work. There's the attempted pass by Strome. Goes off the skate of Barrie and past Koskinen. Through the legs, there it is. Barrie's left skate deflects off him. Koskinen can only get a piece. And that goal gives the Rangers a 3-goal cushion.
And a 3-point game for Ryan Strome. A goal and 2 assists. We talked about how he steps up, and he has stepped up tonight. That deflects up into the netting off the stick of Dryden Hunt. 5:39 to go in the third period. The Rangers have put up 2 goals in the third. They lead 4-1. Mattress Firm, and the man to look at is Zach Hyman, drafted in the 5th round by the Panthers in 2010. Made his way to Toronto, where he established himself as an outstanding player in the league, and then signed a 7-year deal with the Edmonton Oilers.
You know what I think got him here, Sam? He played for the great Red Berenson at the University of Michigan. And he learned an awful lot playing for Red. And that helped him get to this level. Boy, he's a hard-working player.
Right about that. 5:20 to go here in the third. Rangers with a 4-1 lead. Draisaitl got it through to Darnell Nurse. Nurse moves in. That shot goes off the crossbar. I think Trouba got a piece of it, and then it went off the bar. Bouchard for Draisaitl. He's checked there by Kakko. Gets it back to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard's shot, a save Georgiev coming out with a battle going on in front between Hyman and Trouba.
Good point, Sam. Man, it was hard for him to pick that up. He did at the last minute and almost fell down making the save. Good job.
Oilers are called for icing. Time to look at tonight's Duncan Fuel performance. And Ryan Lindgren is the man we're checking out tonight, returning to the lineup after missing 3 games on COVID protocol. He's had 1 assist. He's not a big offensive player. That's the big point. 4 hits, a +2 in over 15 minutes of ice time. And a big smile on the face of Adam Fox throughout the game with Lindgren there.
They just Mutt and Jeff, you know, they've been together so long, and it's just automatic for those two. They're on the ice. They don't even have to talk. They just know where each other is automatically. They can throw blind passes, and it ends up on the other one's tape.
Oilers move it up. Kyle Turris. Fox is there. On goal. Save Georgiev. Lindgren tried to control the puck and went behind the net. Tyler Benson with it. Centers.
Oh, what a good play by Reeves.
Try to get it to Colton Sevior. Cody Ceci. That's blocked by Rooney. It's taken away by Lindgren. Blocked by Ceci in the corner. Oilers working the boards. It's lifted out by Lindgren. Under 4 minutes to go. The Strome goal is 8th from Goodrow and Fox at 14-11.
Goodrow has just been awesome tonight. Everything he's done. Defensively spent a lot of time on the ice against Draisaitl and McDavid. Goal and assist in the game. Made other defensive plays. Makes these subtle little plays with his stick.
Puck deflects off the stick of Keandre Miller, out of play. 3:32 to go. Third period. Rangers with a 4-1 lead. Mika Zibanejad, the subject of our Infosys stat line. He has skated 3.25 miles tonight.
Yeah, his average is 2.97 miles per game. I'm just kidding, Sam. That's it. But he's played well. You're going to skate a lot if you're going to try and follow that guy around, try and prevent him from getting the puck. He's had a number of shots. 7 in the game has Connor McDavid, but does not have a point.
Sent in by Strome. 3:20 to go. Third period. Barclay Goodrow. This line has been outstanding. Strome, Lafreniere, and Goodrow. They each have a goal in the game. Strome with 2 assists. Lafreniere with a goal and an assist. Puljujärvi's pass off the skate of Warren Foegele. He's after it against Trouba. Rangers will head out on a 5-game road trip, which begins Thursday night in Las Vegas, and a penalty is called.
I think it's going to be a hook against the Rangers. I believe that'll put Edmonton back on the power play, or maybe not.
No, Warren Foegele's heading off. In the offensive zone, Foegele takes a penalty for the Oilers.
Maybe it was Foegele that took the hooking.
Edmonton, minor penalty, 37. High stick.
High sticking call.
Like I said, high stick.
Poor use of the stick no matter what.
Right. Offensive zone penalties are not, coaches don't like that.
Tough stretch here for the Edmonton Oilers. Rangers with a man advantage. Their 5th power play of the game. They're 1 for 4. Chris Kreider has the power play goal. Fox, with 2 assists in the game, is now the top scoring defenseman in the NHL with 35 points. He moves 1 ahead of Victor Hedman of Tampa Bay. Fox with the puck. Chris Kreider. Zibanejad pushed it ahead, tried to get it to Strome. Kakko comes over. Bouchard couldn't clear. Stopped by Zibanejad. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Rangers looking for their third win, looking to go 4-1-1 in their last 6. Played for the boards by Georgiev. Outstanding return for Alexander Georgiev. He has made 31 saves in the game. Make it 32. Trouba.
And none bigger, Sam, than the one he made on McDavid when the game was 3-1.
Coming down to the 1-minute mark. Here's Colton Sevier. Short-handed. Moves in on Trouba, who deflects the shot up into the netting. 1:13 to go. 33 seconds remaining on the Rangers power play. Stay with us following the conclusion of the game and the announcement of the Mercedes-Benz stars of the game. We have Mercedes-Benz postgame with John Giannone, Dave Maloney. Interviews. Michelle Gingras will interview one of the top players of the game. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back with you. Joe and I will have the game Thursday night. We'll be calling it from the studio in New York. Rangers will be in Las Vegas Thursday night. Then go to Anaheim Saturday night, Los Angeles Monday, and then the following Thursday we'll be in San Jose before going to Philadelphia to wind up a 5-game road trip. Under a minute to go in the game. And the Rangers leading 4-1. Dryden Hunt, Philip Hedl. Zach Jones steps up, fires across to Hedl. Shot it wide. Jones along the boards, takes a hit from Devon Shore. For the Edmonton Oilers, they are now going to be 2-8-2 in their last 12 games. And the cheers mount here at the Garden.
Yeah, the last period and a half, Edmonton was pretty good, but Georgiev was the difference, I think. Got another save there.
Now, Joe, the Carolina Hurricanes have games in hand on the Rangers, but the New York Rangers, with this win, are now the #1 team in the National Hockey League with 48 points. Rangers win it 4-1. Great game for Alexander Georgiev. 33 saves.
Yeah, at one point in the middle of the second period, the shots were 21-14, favoring the Rangers. The shots finish 34 for Edmonton to 28 for the Rangers. So the Rangers didn't have many shots the last period and a half, and they had to rely on their goaltender, Alexander Georgiev, to make some big saves, and he certainly did that. Alexis Lafreniere, another good game. He's moved up in the lineup with the absence of Artemi Panarin, and he's played well. Goal and assist for him. Barclay Goodrow was great again in this game. I mean, you just talk about a 200-foot game. Goal, assist, defensively, blocking shots, killing penalties, drawing penalties.
And don't forget Ryan Strome. We've talked about him throughout the night.
Yeah, he just had another 3-point game. That's all. Fox with a couple more assists. It's a team that believes. You know, they just have continued to get better and better and better as the season has progressed. The young players are becoming more of a determining factor in games, as we've seen Lafreniere now in the last number of games. And the veteran presence, those guys just keep going. Kreider with another goal, number 20.
Smiles all around. A big night for the Rangers. That's their 22nd win of the season. 22-8-4, 48 points. Tied with Washington in points, but #1 in the league as of now. Now, time for the Mercedes-Benz stars of the game. Alexander Georgiev gets the #3 star. A great return to the lineup. His first game since December 17th, and it's a big one.
I had him in the top 2, Sam, I got to tell you. I had him in the top 2, but he came back with a real solid performance. Rangers are to the point now where whichever goaltender they play, they're getting, they're getting excellent performances.
Gerard Gallant has talked about that from day one. Alexis Lafreniere, the number 2 star. Big smile, a goal and an assist.
Boy, I'd like to see him shoot the puck more, Sam. I think he hesitates just a little bit to try and set somebody up, especially when he plays with the veteran guys. I think if he just starts snapping it off the pass, his offensive numbers would go up as well.
It's coming. It's coming. Number 1 star with a goal and 2 assists. Ryan Strome against his former team, the Edmonton Oilers. Boy, he put on quite a performance in helping lead the Rangers to a 4-1 win. The Rangers will head out on the road for a 5-game road trip with a 3-game winning streak and number 1 in the league.